Any harebrained liberal who still believes President Donald Trump might one day wind up in prison for colluding with Russians to affect the outcome of the 2016 presidential election should promptly seek an appointment with a therapist. And not just because the evidence has disproved this narrative, but because someone at MSNBC, the same MSNBC, where a contributor recently called for a revolution against Trump, now admits that the likelihood of Trump being indicted by special counsel Robert Mueller is next to zero. He is not going to indict anybody if he can't bring that indictment home, and he is not. He's going to do everything he can do to make sure he doesn't break China in America's constitutional republic, said co-host Joe Scarborough on Tuesday editions of Morning Joe, according to the Daily Caller. The possibility of him actually indicting the president is next to zero, because that's not who Bob Mueller is, Scarborough added. Read it and weep, my dear and very deranged liberal friends. The fact that even Scarborough, who has spent the past year attacking Trump over everything from his purportedly dry mouth to his alleged interest in firing Mueller, now admits that an indictment will never happen is monumental, to say the least. It's also a delicious serving of crow. During a segment of Morning Joe just 2 months ago, Scarborough's co-host and fiancée, Mika Brzezinski, warned that Trump and his family might go to jail for the rest of their lives, as reported by Real Clear Politics. And wouldn't you know it, Scarborough agreed. The president thinks taking on Bob Mueller is the same as taking on Rosie O'Donnell. No, I'm dead serious, he said. He does. He thinks, this worked with Rosie. I'll do with this Comey. I'll do this with Mueller. He has no idea that he's going down. What changed? A lot, actually. Last week Mueller indicted 13 Russian nationals and 3 Russian organizations for interfering in the 2016 election. But more importantly, that indictment contained clear-cut proof that neither Trump nor his campaign elections ever colluded with these Russians. That's because the indictment explicitly states that the Russians were posing as Americans when they communicated with unwitting members of the Trump campaign. In other words, as far as this indictment is concerned, nobody on the Trump campaign knowingly colluded with the Russians who were just indicted, even the left-wing site Vox admitted. Plus, the indictment revealed that the Russians' efforts began in 2014, a year before Trump even declared his candidacy case closed. You're dismissed and bon appetit, my dear liberals, including MSNBC's own Joe Scarborough. Please share this story on Facebook and Twitter and let us know what you think about this stunning and also hilarious about-face.